Welcome back to Masterminds. It's round one today. San Benito and Achieve Early College. San Benito leads 100-45. It's time for the final stretch. We'll play till the bell rings. Whoever's leading at that point moves on to round two. Everybody's playing. Hands on your buzzers. Here we go. We start with a math question. Factor 49 minus a squared. 40, that's Achieve Early College, Luis.
7 plus a times 7 minus a.
That's correct. Name the ancient city in which these structures were built. The Hall of 100 Columns, Xerxes Gate, the
Persia.
Achieve Early College, Pedro.
Persia.
No. San Benito, Robert.
Iran.
No, it's Persepolis. Persepolis. Another math question. Test scores obtained by a class fall into a normal distribution having a mean of 78 and a standard deviation of 6. Between what limits can 68% of the scores be expected to fall? That's Achieve Early, Luis.
84 and 72.
That's correct. What is the valence of carbon in most of its compounds? Achieve, Luis.
2.
No. San Benito? What's the valence of carbon in most of its compounds? Jose?
1.
No, it's 4. The United States detonated its first nuclear device in 1945. How many years later did the Soviet Union test an atomic bomb? Achieve, Pedro.
10.
No. San Benito, anybody? Jose?
25.
That was 4 again. What 4 U.S. states share a border with Maryland? The time is up. Delaware, Pennsylvania, Virginia, and West Virginia. In July 1777, the state that was known as New Connecticut framed a constitution which forbade Negro slavery and granted universal suffrage. San Benito, Robert.
Vermont.
That's correct. Name the organization whose slogan is, "A man may be down, but he's never out." Achieve, Ricardo.
The Red Cross.
No? San Benito, anybody? Okay, Robert. Time is up. The Salvation Army. Go in the right direction. At the end of I Pagliacci, this clown stabs his wife Netta and her lover Silvio. Name the character. Time is up. Canio. 4 questions about medicine. Also called hemicrania, these vascular headaches are more common in women. They are best known as what? That's Achieve, Luis.
Migraines.
That's right. Which ailment is not correctly matched with the body part it affects? Is it pyorrhea, intestines, bursitis with the joints, encephalitis with the brain? San Benito, Jose.
Joints? The one about the joints?
No. Rhinitis with the nose or phlebitis in the veins? Achieve, Ricardo.
Phlebitis in the veins.
No, it's a pyorrhea in the intestines. What system of the human body is affected by the dreaded disease diphtheria? Achieve, Luis.
The circulatory system.
No. San Benito, anyone? Ring in, Jose.
Endocrine.
The respiratory system. What's the main symptom of a deficiency of vitamin B12? Achieve, Luis.
Fragile bones.
No. San Benito? Robert?
Depression.
That's anemia. To spur on a lagging algebra student, the teacher promised him $1 every time he could make 2 specific graphed quadratic equations intersect. What's the most money the student could earn? Achieve, Luis.
2.
No? San Benito, anyone? All right, Jose.
4.
Yes, that's correct. What 4-letter word commonly follows all of these qualifiers? Primary, secondary, fuel, electric, nickel cadmium, solar. Achieve, Pedro.
Power.
No? What 4-letter word commonly follows all of these qualifiers? Primary, secondary, fuel, electric, nickel cadmium, and solar. Robert?
Fuel.
No, cell. What fastener got its name from the French word velours and crochet? Time is up. Velcro. What 2 words describe the process of reorienting a computer's memory while the electricity is on? Achieve, Ricardo.
Reboot.
No. San Benito, anyone? Robert.
A hard reset.
Now looking at warm boot. Author Edna Ferber used a flamboyant oil man, Glenn McCarthy, as the model for the protagonist in her most famous novel, which was later turned into a film. What was the name of that novel? Author Edna Ferber used a flamboyant oil man, Glenn McCarthy, as the model for the protagonist in her most famous novel, which was later turned into a film. What's the name of the novel? Robert San Benito.
Annie.
No? Achieve, anybody? Time is up. Giants. What physical property of particles is used to accelerate them? Time is up. Charge. Math question. A certain angle is known to lie in the first quadrant, and its trigonometric sign equals 3/5. Tell me the tangent of the angle. San Benito, Robert.
4/3.
No. Achieve early college. Anyone? No, shaking their heads. No. Time is up. 3/4. What is the most common method used by public companies to keep the price of shares of common stock affordable to individual investors? What is the most common method used by public companies to keep the price of shares of common stock affordable to individual investors? And time is up. Splitting stock. Find the harmonic mean of 2 and 4. San Benito, Jose.
3.
No. Achieve early college, anybody? All right, Luis.
8.
8? No, it's 8/3, 2 2/3. Name the Dutch master contemporary of Rembrandt, whose portraits of the people of the 17th century Holland were renowned for their energy, color, psychological insight, and celebration of life. Time is up. The answer was going to be Franz Hals. And our game is over. Our final score is San Benito 120, Achieve Early College 75. That means San Benito, you're moving on to the next round of competition. Congratulations. I want to congratulate all 6 of our players today, and we want to thank our judges once again today, Dr. Burke and Dr. Rivetta, for being here. San Benito, we'll see you in round 2. We'll see you at home next week for another exciting competition of Masterminds.